Hello everyone, this is Lori from Grammy's Keepsakes, and I have 6 more little golden book journals that can be used for December dailies already listed in my shop and ready for you to take a look at. So here are the beautiful spines. I just love to play with the buttons, and I play on the fabrics and the covers of the book to choose my button colors. And I like the random sizes. And most of them have a little star at the top or else a gold shiny button. And let's go in and take a look at them. I'm going to tip them over. And we're going to just go through a couple of them because they're all very similar, and they're all going to come with those luscious bags of ephemera. And so we'll take a look at one of those ephemera collections also. So here's Jingle Bells, and the spine with the red, white, and green with the holly fabric, and it's a cotton fabric. And I leave the stories intact, and they are the full pages. I don't cut the pages. And for a tutorial on how I put mine together, I'll try to put a link in the description box as well as up here in the corner of the screen. So to protect the cover page, I put a piece of glassine. There's a library pocket and card in the front of each book. And I use the books how I received them. Some of them are well loved and some of them were well cared for. And this one is copyrighted in 1964. And I've got my hand-dyed papers in them. And here we have a birch bark tag that I made for this journal. And on the little embellishment dangle are some pine needles that I used a little crimp and a jump ring on some baker's twine. And these are very fragile. They will probably, dry up and fall apart, but then you can still use the tag and embellish it how you'd like. But it is real birch bark. And I custom made a little glassine bag for each one of them. Each of the journals will have a birch tag. Here we have a pocket with a bingo card. I'm going to grab another shipping tag so I've got it handy. Here's a grungy dyed paper, some manuscript paper, coffee filter, some of my lace paper, and I did it the dyeing on legal size paper, so it's very random. And here we have a ledger sheet, and I folded it up at the bottom for another pocket. Here we have an envelope pocket, and I left the strings in the center long and tied them in a bow. The envelope. And here's the other half of that ledger paper or legal size paper. I like to use legal size because it can be as long as the book pages. And here we have a little card. And I use some fun scrapbooking papers. And here we have a pocket with two little journaling tags, and these are from Graphics Fairy. A very old vintage ledger sheet. And here we have a little pocket that I made, and I used my We Are Memory Keepers frame punch and made a frame and covered the hole with acetate and then a little tag. And I believe this image came from Tailor-Made Journals, her Christmas Ephemera 2. And it just sits inside, so it's framed in that pocket. And this is from another Jingle Bells storybook that I put in the center signature here. I just put a few of the pages. Pocket. In this pocket I have an old stationery envelope and paper that coordinate, and it's from the post office, so it's commemorative of the Christmas stamps from years ago. And there's our jolly self there. So there's lots of room for you to write in it and use it as a December daily or as a journal. And here I have another image on a little doily that I die cut. And inside that pocket is an image from Antique Paperie, and just on a big tag. And I put a gold eyelet. And this flips open to reveal a page from my Ideals Christmas book from the 1960s. And behind this is a journaling card. Another journaling card is right here between this pocket and the Ideals. And this has a little muslin tab sewed on. So it's kind of a little secret spot. Another pocket. And here's an envelope with a large pocket, the center of the signature, and I put 2 game cards in the little pocket. And these are from a matching card game. And we don't have a match. More interesting that way. And then I just have it reinforced a little bit here with some plaid washi tape. In this music page pocket, I have a large little card and 2 small ones. Get my fumble fingers going. Look at all those toy soldiers. Love it. And here I have a little piece of tape that I made to look very old. And there's just a few pages here and there that have that. Here's a little pocket. And inside this last pocket are some corner pockets that you can put in the journal. I've got a large left and right. Nothing fancy, just little pockets. And then I've got 4 little ones that are folded, and they flip open for journaling. And they can be used either way, left or right. It doesn't matter. And I just used a bunch of cutoffs I had and put them to good use. So they're random. Well, I did have it so that you could see. There we go. That'll work. So this is Jingle Bells, and we'll take it and look at another one. I have 12 Days of Christmas, Noel, I Can't Wait Until Christmas, Polly's Pet, and The Biggest, Most Beautiful Christmas Tree. This one I just loved with all the green buttons and that little gold at the top, like their Christmas tree. So let's take a look. We'll look at 12 Days of Christmas. And the insides of the poinsettias on this fabric were pink, and so I brought the pink in, and it plays on the pink in the garland and the gift on the front cover. So we have the glassine. Here's our little birch bark tag. Lots of pockets again. I stuck them in everywhere I could. That would be the natural fold of the papers. Here's an envelope pocket. And this scrapbook paper, it says, "On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me." So I thought that was very fitting to put in this journal. Another journal card. And the lace paper. And the center of this. And this is from an old Christmas storybook. I don't think this one came from Norman Rockwell. This one was one of the other ones. I used a lot of Norman Rockwell prints in these books, as well as some other books that I have that are Christmas stories. Try to go a little faster. We have a little card. I just love that, the crinkle, the noise. And that's a pretty page. I was going to say if I see a copyright on this one, I don't. This one is very old. It's from a book I had from the 1800s. And here we've got 2 little tags. Isn't she sweet? Here I put peace on this little frame. Here's a better look at the tag. And here's a Norman Rockwell. And it's signed down here. And some recipes, I think, or just talks about pies. And I tried to use traditional Christmas colors. And another of the post office stationery. I love this page. It was a 12 by 12, and so I used the whole thing. And here we have a little cutout, fussy cut, and the tag. And this is from a Christmas storybook about Ivy. And I put a little journaling spot here. And here is journaling. And on this side is the secret one. And on this side of the music, I have this large 4x6 and two smaller. And here we have the envelope pocket. With sled and snowflakes, both from the matching game. I love that blue on that red. And here we have the pockets that you can play with in this journal. So this is the 12 Days of Christmas. So let's take a look at some of the ephemera. And each journal will come with 3 big bags. And inside there will be very similar pieces in this large bag. See if I can get it out. We've got some large pieces of scrapbook paper, cardstock, and these are from 6x6 pads. And 3 pieces of graphic 45, double-sided, and this large, and this can be cut down and used for a belly band or a tag. So they've all got different pieces, but the same quantity. So we'll stick those back in. Just fun things for you to play with. And in this bag, we've got ruffles. And I have 5 little ruffles that I made with assorted Christmas fabrics. And they're all cotton. This one has a lurex thread in them. And they're in this glassine bag that you can play with. I tried to put everything in bags and packages that you can repurpose. And in this little fun Ziploc baggie, it's decorated for Christmas, is over 20 pieces of ribbon, trim, lace, and yarns. So there's lots of fun goodies in there. So we'll put that inside. And in this damask bag, I just love these. And these will be fun to put in your next journal. Get all the goodies out. And what do we have? We've got a couple of little journaling cards. And here is a cutout from a cross-stitch book that I have. And here is a large sticker. And here is it's like a business card shape, but it can be used for a little journaling spot. And it matches one of the pages inside the journal. It was a stationery kit that I had got from a secondhand store. And here we've got 20 round tab punch cutouts of assorted Christmas cardstocks and papers, different weights. And here we've got charms. There's 3 charms and several beads in each one. And this little handmade music paper coin envelope is stuffed full of stickers and little gems that have a sticky bottom. And so they're all going to be relatively the same, but with variances. They'll each have 5 silver and 5 gold. Oops, not that one. All right. Oh, this one. Okay, let's put this large one back in there. And here's another. Don't open until December 25th. Fun sticker. Here's a little Santa hat sticker. And 6 red gems. Gotta have our bling. And here's a couple more stickers. The little Santa hat's not playing nice. I'm going to remove it and put it in last. And different sizes of these labels. And a little reindeer. Here's a little poinsettia. It's a dimensional sticker. And a little gold foiled rim. It looks like a key tag, just a little sticker. And here is a clear sticker that says Merry Christmas. And 2 little white ones, Merry Christmas. And then we have a puffy snow globe sticker. So put the dimensional ones in there now. A pen. 25 number tags from 1 to 25, and they're all different. And 1 red and 1 green cardstocks, a manila coin envelope, greeting card, a large shipping tag, and 2 handmade tags that I made. Your wish list for Santa, a little boy and a little girl. Merry Everything and Happy Always, little gift tag. And a little truck with a tree gift tag. 2 journaling cards. A snowman with a little birdie on his nose. And some of them have cardinals and pine cones. And I've got a Christmas playing card with 3 kinds of Christmas washi tape. And a digital print of a postcard. Another little digital, and this can be folded in half and used for a little booklet or left alone. And a little square stamp. And a North Pole Express delivery tag. And gather some of these up. And then we can look in the next little bag. And this glassine bag has 3 paper clips that I made. This one, the simple one, is just a curled paper clip with a charm, and they're all different. We have a little library pocket paper clip with a Christmas stamp from 1958, Australia. And this little paper clip that has red cardstock, gold glittery cardstock, a ticket, and then a little cutout. And I believe that's from Lorna, Tailor-Made Journals. I love playing with her Christmas ephemera too. And then we have this little bag, and I made this bag out of some gift wrap that was gifted to me by my friend Gail Tuthill. And inside that we've got a bunch of goodies. Here's a digital printout envelope 3x3 with a little gift card or journal card inside. And I believe this is from Graphics Fairy. A little cluster, and they're all different. I have a hard time making 2 the same of anything. And a stamp ticket. And this is a little pocket tag made from a paint chip. I just added a little pocket here with a little label and 2 brads, and I stapled a piece of lace and made a little tag and a little tiny notebook with cutoffs and stapled some Christmas paper on it. And this idea, it was given by Julie of Creative Arts Design. She made one for me, and I liked it so much, and so I scrap lifted it. And this is a laminated tag. And it has some lace curtain fabric and then a bunch of pieces of yarn and cedar in it. And this idea came from uh, Carol Parker of Oak House Journals, but my friend Gail made these for me. And we had a crafty weekend, and she was playing away and I was stitching away on the sewing machine, and we were kind of tag teaming them and getting them all done. It was fun. Here I've got a little matchbook notebook with die cut on the front, and it's just using some cutoffs. And this little half moon just holds that little bottom flap in. Here we've got a little die cut envelope that is a gift card size. I made out of song paper and layered lace and a ticket. And inside is some journaling paper that is tea dyed with rooibos tea. It gets that beautiful little honey gold look to it. So that can be repurposed for a gift card. It's perfect. Here's a little coin envelope, and I think this came from Graphics Fairy also. And my fabric pocket with a little ribbon, and I like to do these in all of my little golden book journals, and I have it paper backed and zigzagged all around it. And I use paper so that it's more stable. And here is a journaling card with some old vintage fabric layered on brown wrapping paper, that Amazon packing paper, on an old vintage 4x6 index card with a little label and stamped. And I got this fabric when it was brand new in the very early 80s. So this is some old stuff. I don't have very much left, but I've been playing with it. And here's another little idea for a little notebook that I was gifted by Julie of Creative Arts Designs. And little cardstock topper, and then a piece of coffee dyed, tea dyed paper. And you glue it up here so that that little lip holds the paper in. I thought it was so clever. And here I have a music paper envelope, and this idea was inspired by Angela Kerr. And inside I've got 7 pieces of ephemera, just random things, a little journaling card, and a couple little tags from Graphics Fairy. And a little round tag. Here is a Tim Holtz stamp that I stamped on this craft business card tag size and put in an eyelet. Another fun little angel that I printed from Graphics Fairy. And a little snowflake stamped on a little price tag. So just fun, cute little embellishments for you to play with. And you can add your own, of course. I tried to include lots of goodies for you to play with. All right, so getting it back in there. So each journal will get a set of ephemera bags. And got them all packaged up in my Ziploc bags. And then I want to thank you so much for watching. I do have 3 more journals that I have almost finished, but let you take another quick look at their pretty buttons. I love their buttons. But thank you so much for watching and subscribing. I really appreciate all of your support. And happy creating.